for explaining a new lesson in the physics. Unit 3, Chapter 2, which is the general law of gravitation, which is the main and general law stated by Isaac Newton. He stated that everybody in the universe attracts any other body with a force that is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. To be more clear, if I have two masses, m and m, therefore, the force of gravity of the attraction gravitational force between them is directly proportional to the product as shown m times m, and inversely proportional to the square of distance separating the two objects. Therefore, force of gravity is directly proportional to m over r square. The force of gravity equals g m over r square. The gravitational constant, which is the g capital, equal 6.67 times 10 power negative 11 Newton dot meter square over kilogram square. I can derive this unit by multiplying F times m square over kilogram square. Or I can substitute Newton with kilogram meter over second square. You will get this unit meter power 3 kilogram negative 1 second negative 2, and you can try it by yourself. What is the main difference between the g small and the capital G? The acceleration due to gravity, which is the g small, can be calculated as the following. If I had a student standing on the planet, Earth or Mars or whatever, the distance between them, between the center of the planet and the student, is the radius of the planet. So his or her weight equals the gravity, the gravitational force attracting them. mg equals g m1 m2 over r square. m student times g equals g m earth m student over r square. I can exclude m student. Therefore, g equals g capital m earth over r squared. Of course, the r would be r plus h if you are standing at a high altitude. The radius of the earth is 6378 kilometer, and the h is the altitude from earth. The mass of earth to be known 6 times 10 power 24 kilogram. The idea of satellites. Satellite is a moon, planet, or machine that orbits a planet or star. For example, the Earth is satellite because it orbits the Sun. Likewise, the moon is a satellite for Earth. The launching idea, according to Newton, that when projecting a projectile in a horizontal plane from a mountain peak, it will fall freely and takes a curved path towards Earth. If the velocity of projection increases, the projectile will reach the Earth at a further point. When the curvature of projectile path is parallel to the curvature of the Earth's surface, it will rotate and becomes an Earth follower. Also keep in mind that we are applying here Newton's third law. For every action, there is a reaction in the launching phase. When the satellite speed is 0, it moves in a straight line towards Earth and falls on it. If the gravity between Earth and satellites vanished, the satellite moves in a straight line tangential to its circular path away from Earth. A relation indicating How to calculate the orbital velocity of satellites? Knowing that this is the total distance, this is the height between the Earth and the satellite. R equals R plus H. The force equals mv squared over r. It is the centripetal force as previously mentioned in the previous chapter. Equal the general law gmm over r squared. Exclude m, exclude r with one of the squared r's. Therefore, v equals gm over r, but do not forget to use the square root. The factors affecting the orbital velocity of satellite is the mass of the planet and nothing except is the distance between the satellite and the center of the planet. Keep in mind that the mass of the satellite is not affecting the orbital velocity by any means. The orbital velocity does not depend on the mass of the satellite. What is the importance of satellites? First one is the communication satellites, the remote sensing satellites. The communication satellites transmit phone cells, radio, and TV signals all over the Earth's surface. Remote sensing, they are used in studying and monitoring the immigrant birds, determining mineral resources underground. The last one is the exoplanetary and spying satellites, as they give information needed by military and political leaders. And that was all for today. Thank you, stay safe, and maintain your personal hygiene. Bye.